Hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens, a podcast about all that crap on Bravo that we just love to talk about. This is part 2 of the recap. If you missed part 1, go check out your podcast feed. It's right there. And without further ado, let's get right back into the recap. So Jen Fessler is like, well, if she did say that, I'm with you in terms of like, you don't charge for your time when you're working for a charity. I think that's really shitty. Did her voice drop like 3 octaves this episode? Did you notice? Her voice is getting more gravelly than ever.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't really notice. I noticed that she seems a lot more desperate and weird in this episode. I feel like normally she comes off as somewhat confident, where she's like, oh, I'll be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. I'm not going to worry about it. And what are you going to do about it? I'm not anyone's soldier. But I'm like, you're kind of coming off like a soldier. You're coming off as everybody's soldier. And it's uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah. So, Ayan's like, yes, and then the hair extension happened, and I felt like she was going to sabotage her hair, girl, which would be the worst thing that we'd ever seen in our friend group, someone sabotaging their hair, girl. Because she was like, are you getting paid? And I was like, no. And then she was like, well, we should be getting paid, and doesn't she do your hair extension for free? Oh, my God. She does her hair, gets her hair done for free. Is that horrific, guys? Horrific. So she's basically trying to be like, look at this monster. She is, paying this girl back simply with exposure by doing social for her, which is really obnoxious if she does that. But I just feel like I just don't believe that Jennifer Aydin really has a stake in it. Like, I don't think that she would typically even care. I think she would just laugh at it and be like, well, whatever, she's, so this, I don't know.
Yeah,
it all
here
feels
we go
inauthentic.
with 2 sides of this story that I kind of believe, because Danielle is saying, okay, well, this girl, I was just calling to warn Jen because this girl told her that this event was something else. And meanwhile, she's tricking Jen into showing up and advertising for her, right? So that sounded real. But now Jen is saying, no, she was calling me to say, I just wanted to warn you, this girl's not going to pay you, and I'm not doing this if I'm not getting paid, and like being totally nasty about this girl paying them. So I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think it could be all of the above. I think they are both admitting parts of it, but I just still don't believe like Jennifer. I just don't think Jennifer Aydin is going to take up on behalf of the hairdresser. I just don't. Unless she has
in this case,
motive.
she is, because I think that they're all helping build a case against
Danielle. Right. I'm
like,
saying, like, in a normal situation, she doesn't give a fuck if Danielle's hairdresser gets paid or not. Like, Jennifer Aydin has other things she wants to focus on. But in this case, it's very convenient because it helps her go after Danielle because, as Danielle said, Danielle doesn't want to do dirty work for her and Teresa anymore. So now, Jennifer's going to try to take her down.
Okay, so Fessler's like, well, that is horrible. That's true. I mean, the extension lady? Have we just lost all of our morals? But there must be something else, Jen. Is there something else? Is there? Tell me. What is it, girl? Tell me what else there is. And she's like, it's not just this. You're right. She goes, because you felt attacked by Danielle because she got so angry about the Laura thing. And I think that was when something clicked. It clicked when you got angry about the Laura thing. Am I right? Let me pull it out of you. And she's like, it was. That was my first red flag, because she called me a freaking out saying it's a charity event. I don't want her there. I don't want her to have any part of it, baby. I was like, well, yeah, because you're inviting like an enemy of the state to obviously get them on TV at this party, Jen. Right. Come on.
So she's like, I've been trying so hard not to say anything because I still want to give her the benefit of the doubt. But by the way she yelled at me, like trying to make it seem like I was trying to do something dirty. And it's like, what the hell? No, listen, let me tell you something. She's very selfish, baby. So selfish.
I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but here's one thing I don't doubt. She steals benefits from poor people. That's for sure.
So then Teresa tries to do the thing that everyone's saying, which, by the way, speaking of Love Island USA, they say this every scene. So Teresa wants to say, your feelings are valid. But instead she goes, your feelings are validated. So, by the way, congratulations.
Just don't take 10 minutes or more to unpark yourself, or you're just going to have to pay anyways.
Jennifer Aydin had her feelings stamped at the reception desk before she left the garage.
Yeah, 100%. They're validated, but the thing is with me, I feel like I'm in the middle. I feel bad, because I'm gonna go to Danielle's event and you ain't gonna be there. So
that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you not to go, but I'm not gonna not to tell you not to go either, baby. I'm disappointed because Teresa's like, I don't care. I'm the star of the show. I can go to whatever event I want. You just have to deal with it. I'm disappointed that Teresa and that she's going. I mean, I thought she was a loyal friend. And now you're going to a girl's party that hit me? Like, that's no good, baby. I'm just disappointed. My feelings are hurt. My feelings are hurt, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, but then y'all hadn't done nothing to me. Yeah. And she goes, well, I don't care who it is. I mean, somebody punches you upside the head, I'm not going to like them, whether they did something to me or not. Okay?
No, I know. I would never, but I get it. You try to keep the peace, and I know you just want us to make up because it puts you in a weird spot, baby, and it may not bother you, the things that she did, but it bothers me, baby. It bothers me.
By the way, I love that you're okay and she's still friends with Danielle because I keep getting this pressure, like I'm not a good friend, because when we talked at Nate's party, Margaret and Rachel were mad at me, so I wish they could be like you and everybody not be mad that I'm friends with everybody. I mean, I just don't understand why everybody's so mad at me. I was like, because you're doing shit like this.
Exactly.
You're not just going over to hang out. You're going over to talk shit about them and make them the enemy and say, oh, they're so jealous that I'm friends with you. What the fuck is the point of doing that, you weirdo? You're being a pick-me now, Fess.
Yeah, because the thing is this, you see a flashback of Margaret saying, you can hang out with them, just don't talk to them about me or her ever. That's just, she's like, basically like, hang out with them, it's fine. But like, don't bring me into anything. So of course, Fess is like, and look, can you believe it? Margaret and Rachel Fuda, who said I should never mention them in front of you guys, they're putting pressure on me not to hang out with you. Can you believe it?
Yeah. And so she's like, well, I mean, I assume I'm a good friend. I mean, why do they have to assume I'm a bad friend? It's not like I'm stirring the pot, except that I'm sitting here telling you that they don't want me to be friends with you because they absolutely hate your guts.
Yeah. So, anyway, we go back to flashback of last year. Well, Jennifer Aiden's like, I'll never forget the day when Margaret told me she will never love you as much as she loves me. And we just go back to a year ago. Margaret saying, if you think Jennifer Fess is ever gonna fucking love you more than she loves me, you're a fucking idiot. Is that what you think?
You're the fucking idiot, baby.
Anyway, then we come back. And now we're going to Margaret's kitchen, and she is there. She just got a box that has Jackie's book in it. So after all this talk, she finally got Jackie's book. She's like, oh, Lexi, you're just in time. Okay, guess what? I got Jackie's book. All right, you want to look at it? Okay, Jackie's book. All right, it's called The Weight of Beautiful. It looks great, considering it was designed by an asshole, psycho bitch asshole.
You know what? This should be called The Weight of an Asshole. Okay. How many ounces does an asshole weigh? That's my question. Okay. And Lexi's like, Daddy's been juicy.
Oh, look, Lexi, look. There's a note from the author. It's not even personalized. It's like, I don't even know her. Can you even believe this? Oh, wait. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, guess what? On the back, it says, Margaret, I hate you. I can't believe you do this to me and Dolores. Okay, so maybe it was personalized after all.
On the back, she's printed a text that I sent her years ago that said Dolores is fugly. I don't know what she's trying to prove, but I'm not afraid. Okay. Now, look, all the horrible things that she said about me, and then let alone she's trying to say horrible things about me to Dolores. Like, who does that? What the hell is wrong with you?
I feel like, why are you trying to now get in between my relationships? Like, what have I ever done to you? I'm like okay, by the way, everyone, I just want America to know I'm making Joe a snack, okay? Because he's upstairs moving the lights around in the closet. So I think he wants to kill me, okay? He wants to kill me more than the doctor wants to kill me, okay? All right. I'm going to bring him a snack. All right, Lexi, you want to come upstairs to give me a snack?
Okay, you know what? Let's go up and visit baby Joe. But you know what? Just like with Jackie, she showed me who she is, and it's actually very, very sad. Joe, an asshole weighs 6 ounces, yes or no? We're taking votes.
Lexi's like, well, I mean, if the mission is to get the people in a fiesta to sell the book, then, she's doing a good job. It's like, okay, all right, Lexi, just don't talk so much, okay? It's just very confusing to Joe. He's trying to rearrange the lights.
What is getting people in a fluster? I don't even know what that means. Okay, you know what? Joseph, human asshole, how much does it weigh? 6 ounces? I told you. 10 out of 10 Joes agree.
Joe,
okay.
What weighs more, a human asshole or this babka that I brought you? Because I brought you this babka. I feel guilty.
He goes, yeah, she changed where all the lights went. She goes, yeah, because I told him where to put the lights originally, but then BJ moved stuff around, so now we have to move lights around. It's crazy. It's like literally nuts. You know what? Rome didn't get can lights in a day.
You know what? It's going to be fluted wood, and then we're going to do brass handles, and then we're just going to put up a portrait here of my former friend Jackie Goldsteiner, so I always remember what an asshole looks like when I get dressed.
I've been wanting a closet like this forever. You know what? I have a section for all my hair pieces. The drawers are going to pull out for the shoes. It's going to be amazing. You know what I want to see, though, in here? Nothing. Everything's got to be behind closed doors because I'm sick of seeing shit, all right? There's a little Joe closet right there, okay? Joe, right now we're letting you out on the ladder right now because you've got can lights to do and PSA drama, okay? But the rest of the time he's back in there.
All right, Joe. I hid the babka somewhere in the closet. You got to find it. If you don't find it in time, you got to install another light up there in the ceiling. Okay, go.
Oh, God. I shouldn't even say babka because it makes me think of my ex-friend, Jackie Sobka. Okay, always crying.
You know, Bravo said, you know what, this episode is going to air on the last day of Pride Month, and so Joe Gorga got the gay wedding, and I got the closet. What can I say? That was for you, Joan. That was for you.
That was for you, Joan. That was for you. All right, well, I'm going to work. I'm so happy about this closet. With the closet is going to.
Okay, Lexi, you know what? Here's what I need you to do. Just eat some babka so I don't have to hear your strange accent, all right? Just stuff your face with it. All right, bye, Lexi. Get out of here. We're going to have a scene.
All right, you know what, Lexi? We have something very serious to do. Go downstairs, find Marlene, and have an accent off. Okay. Joe, come over here. We're calling the doctor, Joe, because we haven't heard from the doctor. And he's like, well, if it was bad, they would have called me, right? She goes, oh, please. That's not how it works. Get over here, Joe. Come on. Hi. This is Margaret Joseph, Joe Bonino's wife. We're waiting for the test results. Get the doctor on the phone right now.
Get the doctor stat. Get the doctor stat. Okay, does he need some babka? Okay, hey, Lexi. Send some babka to the doctor, okay? And then send some to Jackie Goldschneider to throw it at her head and say, that's what assholes get. So the doctor's like, hi, well, guess what? It was abnormal. It was abnormal? Well, okay, are you talking about Joe's PSA or you're talking about Jackie's behavior? He's like, honestly, both. But the eco score should have been about 20. It's about 70. Okay, hold on one second.
I don't like that. You know what, Joe, you got the wrong PSA score. You know what you're going to do? Move that can light over to the left, 2 feet.
Joe, I told you to put some seafoam polo shirts onto your prostate. And what did you do? You didn't do it. And now you got a high PSA. This is what happens.
Okay, you know what? So what am I going to do? And he's like, listen, it's a chance it's prostate cancer, but, you know, because the PSA is slightly abnormal, we're finding it early. So that's good. So we're going to do an MRI, a biopsy. You know, if it shows something, we're going to target it. That's
MRI.
what you do.
So wait, I'm sorry. MRI, you know, that's what I call Jackie, most ridiculous idiot. Okay? Okay, so when do we schedule it? He's like, all right, well, you know what? We'll reach out to you. It's like, no, well, I want to know. Okay, I want to know sooner rather than later. Like rapido. I speak Spanish.
You know what? Here's when I want my prostate cancer results. Rapido, okay? Uno momento más. Tu tienes.
Yeah,
Yo quiero.
Well, don't worry. We'll do it ASAP. ASAP. I also call that to Jackie. Asshole, stupid, also, again, asshole again, person. That's right. Asshole, stupid, asshole again, person. ASAP.
All right, bye. Thank you, bye. So she cried, you know, because this is really sad. I'm only laughing during the scene because I'm assuming that this all turned out okay because we would have read about it, right?
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I hope so. But this, you know, like, to be honest, this is how I deal with dark stuff, even in real life. I laugh at everything. I literally stopped speaking at funerals because I make jokes during the funeral. It's just my nervous habit. That's how I deal. Sorry.
So here's a PSA for everyone. If Ronnie has to talk about PSAs, he's going to make jokes about it.
You know, it's true.
PSA wordplay. That's what I was doing right there.
I liked it. So then we go to the Bougie Kids relaunch party. So everybody's prepping. And Daniel's like, today's the day. You ready? Great job on the decorations, Kayla. Thanks. All right. My whole vibe was like Katy Perry, cotton candy, fireworks coming out of the tits music video. Am I right?
Yeah, that's not a good theme to have. Just want to say right now, let's not do this. And Kayla's like, you know what? Here it is. Here it is, Danielle. If you like vomit, this is probably what it looks like.
Oh, she says, like, if you vomit, this is probably what it looks like.
Oh. Both work in
If you like vomit. I mean, I guess both of them actually work for this scene. Either reading works. So Kayla's like, Mike's going to spray paint the logo. What'd you say, Ben?
If you like vomit.
If you like vomit. Yeah. So Mike's going to spray paint the logo. We're going to turn on this disco ball. And Danielle's like, oh, yeah, the superstar DJ's here. Hey, kid. And it's like some 5-year-old up there like, winky, winky, winky. He's like, Kristan, not taking any more of your crap, Kristan.
God, you know that Danielle has driven her kids to auditions for like kids bop music videos so many times.
Oh yeah.
So she's like setting up the stuff and everything, and Kayla's like, I love. She's like, by the way, are you wearing a crystal bra, Danielle? She's like, yeah, I'm like Selena. It's like, let's keep Selena out of this. Let's not. I don't think Selena would have approved.
I died when she said that.
Selena's like, I'll be nightmaring about this scene tonight.
Bitty, bitty, bougie. So Kayla's like, so a crystal bra for a children's event. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. And she's like, damn, now that you got me thinking, is it not appropriate to wear a crystal bra to a kid's thing? I mean, what the heck?
Well, I mean, who's coming? Is it your father? Oh, yeah, well, my father, actually, of all the times for this to happen. Oh, no, really? Yeah. So, like, this is so much stuff that my father's missed out on, and it would be really nice for him to come. But now, of course, my hoo-ha's are out, so that's going to make it awkward. Oh, my God, I can already imagine him right now, sitting there with a boner with a fist in his mouth crying.
She's like, I'm sure your dad's seen worse. It's fine. Hey, don't talk about my mom like that. She's the only one of my family I'm still talking to. All right.
So the kids arrive and everything, and Danielle's telling everyone to come in and stuff. She's like, "Come on in. We're gonna put things on your hand. If you're gonna go back, we'll put your shoes on, and we're gonna decorate your shoes, and we're gonna do photos and make sweatshirts. It's gonna be really fun."
So, shocking news, guys. Her dad's not coming. Okay. Nathan has to break the news. He could possibly have COVID. And she looks kind of disappointed because he's ruining her season finale in her head. So she's, you just see her like, there's something my brother would have told them to do.
Yeah, you sort of see that she doesn't really believe it too, by the way. Mm-hmm. But she also doesn't want to be a COVID denier, like a dad COVID denier on TV. So it's like, you know what, even though my dad couldn't be here, I mean, the fact that I invited him and he said yes, I think I'm on the right path here. I mean, I want to keep trying, maybe we can be in each other's company. I'm like, he's the one who's been wanting to be back in your life. And you're like, I think we made good progress in that he said yes to my invitation. It's like, yeah, he's been waiting all this time.
Yeah. So then Rachel comes and she's like, this is going to be so fun. Are you excited? I just saw a cat with 3 legs in the street. Here comes Fuda bringing in the fun. Fun Fuda. Here she is, everybody.
So, they're in. Everyone's saying hi and everything. Rachel's like, oh my God, it said dress casual. And like, you're in Swarovski crystals from head to toe, honey. Oh my goodness. She's like, yeah, well, you know what? This is casual for me. Thanks for coming, hon.
Can I just guarantee you something? Those are not Swarovski crystals.
I was about to say.
I'm sorry.
Let's be honest. Claire's Boutique at best.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So Fessler comes and she's like, listen, I don't think anybody expected the fight to escalate to that point. Let's talk about it some more. Let's talk about it every minute of the goddamn day. Are the ladies here? Am I talking to you? Do they see me talking to you? They're going to murder me. They hate when I talk to you. I love talking to you. Are we friends? Are we not friends? What's going on, ladies? Am I right? Oh, they're here. I'm going to go talk to them. They're my friends. Just kidding. I hate those girls over there. Do you hate them? I'm going to be friends with them. I don't care what you think. What do you think about me being friends with those girls? Why is everybody so mad at me? What's wrong with her?
I know, and Rachel's like, well, the narrative online is like, it's like outrageous. Like, I saw Danielle breaks glass on Jennifer. I'm like, yo, what goes on? What goes on there?
What goes on with bloggers? And Danielle goes, what happened that night? What she said to me was the most horrific thing about me, and it wasn't true. And also, I realized the person I thought was a friend of mine is the darkest human being on the face of the earth. And that triggers me, and let me tell you what triggered me. I stole from charity? And
Tiffany's like, hi, I'm Tiffany. I am here to play the role of Fran Dove. Yes, hi, America. What? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that at all. Say that again.
Mm-hmm. So we see the flashback of Aiden saying, oh, yeah, you said you were going to pay yourself back, and then everything was donated. And Danielle goes, what do you mean, paying myself back for what? She goes, for whatever it cost you. So I don't know who to believe. So then we cut back and she goes, in that split second, I lost the thread.
You know, there are a lot of horrible things to be said in the world. Saying that someone steals from a charity, it's probably top 5, other than murdering someone. I'm like, okay. I feel like
Double dildos, number 3.
Saying someone was a drug dealer when they were 16, number 1. Number 1.
Number 1. Definitely number 1. General arthritis comments, number 2. Number 2. Ronnie, you're number 2. Worst in the world. So then Foster's like, well, I know that she thinks you just didn't pay for it and that you made money on it. Is that what she thinks? And Danielle's like, that's psychotic. So I'm glad to hear Danielle just straight up say, no, that's not true. You know, because I like Danielle. That's pretty bad if she's doing that.
So Rachel's like, to question someone's integrity. And then Kayla's like, it's a really serious accusation. Get out of the way, Tiffany. I'm the friend of today. And then Rachel's like, she's questioning her integrity. I can't believe anyone would question the integrity of a woman wearing a Swarovski bra at a children's event.
And Rachel's like, there hasn't been one time in the past 3 times we've been together, which have all been bougie events. Shockingly, and it's a different accusation every single time. Hairdresser, number 1. Hairdresser, number 2. And now it's the charity event. How many things are there gonna be?
Hi, Tiffany is here back again. Hi. So, well, I also thought Danielle didn't think it would escalate because, you know, they've been friends since the charity event. And none of this was ever brought up. Score 1 for Danielle. Suck it, Kayla.
I've actually prayed to God that Haley has mercy on the family. I just say, God, please have mercy on the family when you come to lay the karma down on a stupid ass. All right, don't take it out on the eagle. Don't take it out on the eagle, God.
Well, Danielle, she didn't sleep with your husband. I mean, it's a bit ridiculous, am I right? Yeah, but she shoved me aggressively. Oh, well, but she tells a very different story than that as well. And she's like, what? She has a different story than her shoving me aggressively?
And Foster's like, I'm going to tell you. She said that you were in her face, and she was, like, feeling threatened. And so I pushed her, and then she choked, and then she clocked me. Did you see it, Tiffany? And Danielle's like, I couldn't punch her.
It's your moment, Tiffany. Come on, say something.
She, ... Danielle's like, I couldn't punch her. I had a cup in my hand. How am I going to punch someone with a cup of... It's on camera. You smashed the cup into her head. That's how you did it.
I know. Tiffany's like, she just threw a drink. Okay, sorry. So I was a little late on that response. I didn't realize it was my turn yet. But yeah, she threw a drink.
So she's like, well, I don't know if you punched her or you clocked her. Did you punch her or did you clock her? Pick one of those two. Punch her, clock her. Tell me the truth. Don't lie to me. We're friends. Don't forget it.
Well, I think you would have known if Danielle would have punched her. I mean, like, I hear you've got a mean right hook. Am I right, Danielle? And Danielle's like, yeah, thank God the cup was in my hand to prevent my hand from crushing against her skull when I shoved the cup into her hand with a punch fist.
How am I going to shoot somebody if I got a gun in my hand? I'm supposed to do 2 things at one time.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people. And cups don't
kids kill people.
But people don't punch people. Cups punch people.
If my cup punched somebody, I'm sorry. All right, I'll apologize, and then I'll pay myself for the time it took to apologize.
Listen, do you get mad at the car if the person drives it into a stone wall?
How do I got time to hit somebody in a car when I'm driving the car? Come on.
It's a bad analogy.
Oh, don't say that word, please.
Don't worry, we're about to in a few moments.
Could everybody stop saying the word analogy? My name is Gia Judice, coming soon to my own show on Bravo.
I know. So, cut back to Danielle. Danielle is like, because Dolores comes in and Danielle's saying, you know what, Fessler, your friendship is coming at a cost, and there is no good in that person right there. Of course, I'm talking about my father. Have you been texting with my dad?
So Dolores comes over and she goes, oh, hi, everybody. Rachel, I just kissed you. No, she goes, Rachel, hey, Danielle, I just kissed your daughter, all right? She thought someone was trying to kidnap her.
I mean, just because I handed her a clipboard and said, guess what, you work for the electric company now? Suddenly that's kidnapping? It's called giving him a job. If it was good enough for Morgan
I told
Freeman,
you to go over there and read
her.
that meter, you little idiot, or you're getting docked.
So now Teresa and Gia and Melania show up. Which, by the way, why is she bringing Gia and Melania to this event? See, that's what's weird. Like, no person over 7 wants to come to this event unless they're an adult who has kids. So the fact that these Gia is a grown young woman and Melania's in high school. This is just, I feel like this is almost like you can't come for me because I got my daughters here.
I think Teresa's just trying to keep them on TV. She's trying to get them spinning off onto TV shows because it worked. I mean, Gia's got a TV. She really does have a TV show coming out. So I don't know, but yeah, I don't need it.
Finally, a platform for that magnetic personality.
Finally, we get some Bravo Nepo babies.
Yeah.
Why should only talented Nepo babies get jobs?
Yeah, right? Thank you. Thank you for saying the truth.
So then Danielle's like, okay, so I want to explain to you the photo shoot too. And so they start talking about the photo shoot thing, the hair extension thing. So Danielle's like, okay, we got this mutual hairdresser, Marissa, all right? And we want to do right by her. And Dolores goes, this is her hair. Do not make me say anything against her. I won't do it.
Well, I spoke to Jen Ada on the phone, and I said, I just want you to know your picture's going to be on the website, and you're probably not going to get paid for it. And, oh, my God, thank you so much. I didn't know this and that. Thank you so much. So now this is Danielle's side of it, which is like, I let her know, like, don't expect to get paid, which I kind of believe Danielle in this. I can imagine Danielle saying, just so you know, like, this is free, so don't start trying to ask my friend for money. And I imagine Jen Aiden saying like, and she was telling me, we're not even getting paid for this. Can you even believe it? Because we're not getting paid.
Well, we've also seen how Jen is. Like, Jen got mad just last week that she didn't get
on the step and repeat.
Get the surgery thing put up on the. She didn't get a free ad, so she wanted to be paid to be there. So we know that Jen is like, when am I getting paid? What am I getting out of this? Because she's mentioned it a million times. Like, either I did this for free and I didn't get anything, like it's the biggest thing she's ever done for somebody, or why didn't you even put my husband's name up on the step and repeat? So we know how she is. So I could imagine somebody calling her and being like, Jen, I know that you agreed to do this, but you're not getting paid for that. Or even if Danielle did call her bitching about it and saying, I can't believe this girl is asking us all to do this shit and not even paying us like a day rate. And then Jen bitching at her. But either way is fine because you're calling to bitch to your friend, which you should be able to do.
Yeah. So Rachel is like, I would rather talk to any toddler at this party than Teresa. I mean, let's be honest. They can probably hold a conversation better than she can anyway. Oh, that's called a Fuda burn. Fuda burn. Anyone? No one?
Look, I'm going to show you how it works. Give me a high five. Your reflexes are great. Congratulations. You're not invited to camp. Go have fun. Like,
Wow.
here she is, bringing the fun. So then Fessler's like, okay, Teresa, now that you're here, I need backup. But what were we talking about? Jen Aiden. We were just talking about Jen Aiden, right? And Danielle's like, I don't want to be talking about this anymore. And Teresa's like, I know you're not ready to talk, but you guys got to hash it out. You know, you guys got to do it without getting physical, right?
Yeah, but like everything I do was the opposite of what she's accusing me of. Yeah, but I know, but like, I don't think she's trying to hurt you or nothing.
She goes, yeah, but when you say something like that, like it's a lie, she goes, yeah, but you know what? I don't know, Jen, to make up stories, you know, I'm just saying it.
So Dan's like, how could you say that? I mean, she's saying that I stole from the charity. That's what she did. That's what we stole. She's like, oh no, she didn't say that. She just said that you stole from the charity. That's all.
Yeah, what you so mad about? And so she's like, listen, I'm not expecting Mother Teresa over here to like show up and bat Jennifer, but like, girl, your girl messed up. Just say that, all right? She'll still be your friend. Trust me. That girl's gonna still be your friend. All right.
I'll be totally honest with you, okay? I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, you are dark. You are dark. You are evil. You are evil. And Teresa says, I mean, no, I'm telling you, Danielle is my friend. I don't think she's an evil person. I mean, like, Margaret is evil. Am I right, everyone? Am I right? Am I right? What's the deal with Margaret Josephs?
Teresa ham-handed, trying to stay on message. Nah, you know who's evil? Margaret.
Margaret is the root of all evil. So she's like, and then she even says, how could you even call Jennifer evil when you're friends with Satan herself?
So Margaret walks in. She's like, hello, everybody. Oh my God, so good to see you. What is this, bougie kids? I mean, it's bougie adults too. Like, literally everybody's bougie. Most amazing party I've ever been to. Sick. It's sick. Okay.
I have supported this party ever since I was alive. My entire life I supported this party. My God. Look at this. This is wonderful. Look, you've done so much, Danielle. Look at what you've accomplished in this last year. You figured out a way to put a tutu onto a leotard. But we'll talk about more after okay? About all this. Let's just be in this positivity.
Duck feathers, cow print, and leopard print in one outfit. This is amazing. Is that fringe from the bottom of curtains? That is, I mean, it's like, what is this, the sound of music? I mean, this is insane.
It's beautiful. Finally, you found a place for pipe cleaners in fashion. Brava. Brava.
And here's why I like Margaret, because everybody else is like, what happened? Are you okay? What really happened? Margaret knows exactly what happened without even being there. And she just walks in and she goes, hi, so good to see you. Listen, I don't want you stooping to that level, that physical level. It's disgusting. Don't do that. You're better than that. You've got so many things. I mean, look how much you've accomplished in a year. You've made literally 90% of the children in this neighborhood look like monsters, horrid little monsters. Please, you've got so much going for you. Stop fighting. And then she just drops it and moves on, you know?
Yeah. So then Danielle's like, I worked my ass off for this, and the last thing I want to do is discuss this bullshit. I'm not even going to think about it anymore. I'm like, okay, you're probably going to start talking about it to 5 other people now. So she does like a thing where she gets everyone together. She's like, all right, everyone, we're going to do a countdown for the new relaunch of Bougie Kids. Everybody ready? Everybody ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, by the way, sorry, I know we just hit the countdown, but we're going to do another relaunch in about 10 minutes. Just get ready, everyone.
I love that. We're going to do a relaunch for the relaunch of Bougie Kids. We're going to do a countdown start right now. All right, everybody, 5, 4, 3, 2. Guess what? Now it's called Bougie Kids. All right? All right. Was that anticlimactic?
So Melissa comes in and she sees Rachel. She's like, how are you? She goes, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I was talking to Danielle and Jen Fessler and Tiffany and Kayla, and Jen was getting like crazy defensive about Jennifer Aiden. I was physically uncomfortable. I'm like, how do you think everyone feels when your ostrich self walks into any conversation?
So then Fessler is talking to Teresa, and she's like, oh, I feel like Danielle and I got good. Now she's upset with me all over again because I defended Jen. And she is like, did you defend Jen? She's like, no, I'm friends with both of them, so I ain't going to defend nobody. And Fessler's like, everyone in this room, except for you, Gia, say the most ugly, disgusting things, and they don't necessarily mean them. I mean, when you're angry, people lose control. Am I right? Thank God for Gia, the mature one, the one who doesn't try and start fights with strangers for no reason. Right, Gia? Right, Gia? Right?
Can I ask you something? Did John Fuda try to reference me in some, like, wrong way? Like, apparently, I guess he tried to compare, like, our ages, being like, oh, well, around the age that Gia did this, like, you know, like...
Teresa,
what?
no, Teresa, no. Teresa, no, Teresa. No, it's not happening, Teresa. And she's like, now he went to jail. She didn't go to jail, you know, so why is he making an analogies? Like, why is he doing that? And Gina's like, yeah, my mom heard that he was making a comparison or an analogy. Oh, my God, please. I can't have another year.
No, not the analogies.
Analogy.
Not the analogies again. And,
No.
and we see last week when, like... The moment that John Fuda brought up Gia and the analogy, I was like, this is going to get back to Teresa. It's going to be bad.
I think that's why he did it.
Well, but it wasn't even actually good use. It was like a meta analogy. He was comparing like his situation to that situation. It was not great. It was just
comparing
inelegant.
He was saying, why is it inappropriate to say things about a 17-year-old like Gia when they were saying things about a 17-year-old me?
Which is a real
that was
clunky,
like 20 years ago, dude.
Clunky line of logic. We see why he is not going to law school. So then Teresa's like, he's like, that's the same thing that happened to me. And she's like, yeah, what happened to him was not an analogy. It was, in fact, his past. But, like, you know what? I don't do coke. Okay? Gia doesn't do coke. And she goes, don't use my name in an analogy. Jackie, Fuda, I don't care who you are, mention your own kid's name.
Well, I hope they paid you well for this episode. Go away now. Bye. So Teresa's like, well, he got kids too. I would never badmouth his kids. And she's like, oh my God, I swear to God, Teresa is not badmouthing Gia. Teresa, please, Teresa. And Gia's like, well, Paul told Dolores about it. Let me go get Dolores then. I'm gonna go get Dolores.
So then we see Judah doing his analogy flashback, and now we see Gia and Jen Fess are talking about it, and Teresa and Dolores have joined, and Fess is like, no, what he was saying was, what happened to her and Jackie, and knowing that she was innocent, but she was still getting the slander, that's how he felt when you called him a drug dealer. That's it. It's all fine and innocent.
He was putting it into perspective. You would get mad that somebody talks about your daughter at that age. And you know what? The price of electricity has gone up because more people use electricity. What are you going to do? Okay? Just pay your bill.
No, yeah. He was not trying to accuse Gia. What? I meant, like, he was not trying to accuse Gia. What? No, I'm saying watts. They're a unit of electricity, right? Well, not quite. It's more like light bulbs and stuff, but it was a good try.
But, like, the comparison of me and my situation, like, that was, you're an adult, like, talk about your own stuff, because, like, I'm a kid, and kids don't like analogy. Can somebody put a new battery in Gia, please?
I know.
She's 20. How is she like this already? Put a battery in her and wind her up. Do something, or get her gone.
So now Jen Fessler, after this, goes over to Melissa, Margaret, and Lexi, and Rachel's there. And Melissa's like, hey, where have you been? What's going on? Talking shit. She goes, well, I was explaining to Gia and Teresa that John Fuda would never bring up Gia's name. And then they're like, oh my God, why are you talking about John Fuda to them? Because, by the way, it does, in this show in particular, being the messenger never works out.
It is, but no one's even sending messages. It's like, you know what? No one wants the messenger when they've got bad news, but they especially don't want the mailman just hanging out outside your house all day. Like, it's weird. You know what I mean? Go to a park, dude.
So then Melissa's like, why are you doing this? And then Rachel goes, you're obsessed with me. And she walks away.
Patrick goes, what the fuck? She's like, well, why are you talking about food? Melissa's like, why are you know it's going to piss her off, right? And Rachel's like, what is wrong with this woman? Okay? We've asked you multiple times, do not get involved. What part of don't defend my husband are you not understanding? I need space.
Well, you know what? You got to stop campaigning for them. And Press is like, oh my God, I was campaigning for her. So like, no, I know what you're trying to do. Okay, but just don't. Okay, don't campaign for her. Okay, here's a PSA for you. Don't campaign for her.
And they're like, listen, they don't want to talk about John Fuda. Stop talking about John Fuda. And she's like, but Gia brought it up. I said, Gia said John Fuda. Gia said John Fuda. I was like, yeah, but you're coming over here to try and talk about the fight and who's right in the fight and whose side you're on. And then you're trying to stick up for Jen Aiden. And then you're doing too much.
Well, also, it's like, Gia has this conception of what happened. And Jen Fess was like, no, it wasn't like that. But don't then go over to the other group and be like, guess what I just did? I just defended you to Gia. Like, just keep it over there, and like you don't have to tell the other group what you just told that group. Okay, you don't have to like get your brownie points for defending people.
Yeah, that's what's so weird. It's like she's going from group to group, trying to win points by tattletaling on the other group, by also telling this current group not to be mad that she's talking to the other group. Yeah, and then she goes to the other group and rinse and repeat. It's weird behavior.
Yeah, so Pep's like, I just can't do this anymore. And Teresa's like, what just happened? She's like, well, I just had a sexual fantasy about James Gandolfini. I just can't do it anymore. Oh, but also, Rachel just got furious because I said I was defending John Fuda.
Yeah, so then basically Margaret's like, just stop. I'm telling you, just stop. She's like, no, I'm not going to stop because I need to save John Fuda from basically it just goes on. And Fessler's taking it like, no one is listening to me. They brought it up, and I was actually sticking up for John Fuda, and now everybody's mad at me. But, like we've said a million times, she's digging this hole for herself, and pretty much only her. So then, it cuts to Teresa, and of course Teresa leaves because Teresa's like, I've been here the longest out of anybody on this show. Bye. I'm leaving the Teresa show. Have fun. Bye.
Yeah. And now Rachel's like, you know what? You want to have my back, Jen Fessler? I know that you girls will have my back, but Jen Fessler tries to justify things. And then she's saying that, she's basically saying that Jen Fessler is doing too much.
So then, so Melissa's like, yeah, Jen Fessler, stop. She's like, oh my God, they said it. I was standing up for him. It just keeps going on and on and on. So Rachel's like, I'm going. And so she's talking to Danielle, and Danielle's like, well, thanks for coming to Bougie Kids number 4. And then she's like, you know what? I'm just so irritated. I mean, Jen Fessler, she should wear a t-shirt and say, I'm up Teresa's ass and Jennifer Aiden's ass on the back of it. That's what the t-shirt should say. It's like, oh my God, you can't even make a fun t-shirt.
Well, it is better than Bougie Kids. I will say that.
This t-shirt hurts.
And then they high five. They high five over it. Like, that was a good one. That was a good one.
She's like, I ain't gonna lie over that one.
That was pretty good. That's going to be Spring Line 2025.
Oh gosh, what a show.
Yeah, that was the end of the episode. So basically, Jen Fessler is getting herself into a stupid stink, and Rachel Fuda is still bothered, even though she is with kids with arthritis, and she's realizing there are just way worse things to worry about. She decided that even though there are way worse things to worry about, she's still going to focus on the stupid shit and still be mad over the stupid thing.
Pretty mad. She's going to sweat the small things, goddammit. Nobody's going to stop her.
Yeah.
That brings us to the end of Real Housewives of New Jersey. Super fun. This is going up a little late today, but hopefully you'll get it in time to come to happy hour tonight. And if you don't, it's every other Monday. You can find out when over on our Instagram at Watch What Crappens. Thanks for everybody who's here on Crappens on Demand, listening to bonuses, all that good stuff. We love you, and we will talk to you guys later.
Bye. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King.
Ashley Savoni, she don't take no baloney.
Strolling the park with Caitlin Clark.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Itchels. Aaron McNicholas, she don't miss no trickolas. She's never scary, it's the Green Fairy. Jamie, she has no last namey.
Hava Nagila Weber. Know Your Worth with Jason Kurth.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's always supplying, it's Kelly Ryan.
Kristen the Piston Anderson. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino. We want to hang with Liz Lang. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
The Bay Area Betches.
And our super premium sponsors.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. She's a little bit loony. Junie. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo. We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley.
Let's go on a bender with Lauren Fender. The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
Give him hell, Miss Noel. Ring that bell for Rachel. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke. Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.